So this is a video about an internal process that is called the work, specifically the work of Byron Katie. It's 4 questions that basically allows me to question my own internal belief system about how I think things should be, where I get confused between my belief system and reality, because many times I believe things should be a certain way, but reality isn't the way I believe reality should be. And so then there's a conflict between my belief system and reality. And it could be as simple as like the person in front of me in line should be faster. Or it could be, you know, God shouldn't have bad things happen to good people. Or it could be some judgment about my body. Whatever it is, whatever belief I have that in some way, shape, or form conflicts with reality. It shouldn't be raining, or the light should be green, or there shouldn't be so much traffic, whatever it is. And so I've had a belief, for years, which is one that I'm continually questioning, which is that people should listen to me, right? Because I've done a lot of inner work and I've asked myself questions about life and about reality. And as far as I can tell, I've been on a really unique journey in terms of my thought process. And then I want to share my ideas with other people because these ideas are like treasure. They're like gems of wisdom that are filled with light. And I want to share my ideas with other people so that they too can receive from that light and receive illumination and receive goodness and receive the blessing of wisdom. And at the same time, what I see is that a lot of people don't actually want to listen to me and don't want to listen to my wisdom. And then I see that actually my ego gets hung up on my wisdom, that my wisdom itself becomes usurped by my ego, in which I start identifying as a person who is wise. And I have this story that people should listen to me, right? I have wisdom and people should listen to me. And all of a sudden, it's like I actually lose touch with my heart and my sense of being connected to reality, to what is, because now I have this story that people should listen to me and my wisdom. And so when I walk into a room, it's like I'm trying to figure out how to get the people in there to listen to me and my wisdom. Or when I'm on Instagram or Facebook, it's like, how am I going to get someone to listen to me and my wisdom? And instead of flowing and being with what is, I have some agenda about me and my wisdom, and it's like this identity that's not actually who I am, that's actually cutting off myself from reality, because all of a sudden I get judgmental of people. If only people would just listen to me, then things would be so much better. And really I'm on an ego trip, right? And so the 4 questions of the work are, is it true? Right? And then it's like, if I ask myself if it's true, it's like that part of me that is like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. People should listen to me. Like, they should really listen to me. It would be best for them to listen to me. It's true. People should listen to me. It's like, can I absolutely know that that's true? It's like, am I God? And like, from God's eye view, in terms of how reality is supposed to be occurring, can I absolutely know that it's true that people should be listening to me? And it's like, well, no. From a God's eye view perspective, I'm not God. I don't know from a God's eye view if people should be listening to me. And what's the reality? Well, the reality is people are not listening to me. So from a God's eye view, like actually, like from a God's eye view, people are not listening to me. And that means maybe I need to question my belief. Maybe I need to question my belief that people should listen to me. And then as I go through the 4 questions, so the first question is it true? Can I absolutely know that it's true? Right? And then who would I be without my story? Right? So it's like, if I'm not arguing with reality, like the reality is people are just not interested in my wisdom. It's like I've been on a spiritual path, since I was in my early 20s. I've had so many insights and I've had some amazing conversation, and some people have listened to me, but like a lot of people haven't listened to me, and I haven't become some super big giant wisdom world teacher, right? So it's like who would I be without my story that people should listen to me? And where I go is I would be in the mystery. I would be embraced in God's mystery and surrendering to Hashem and just trusting that however many people have listened to me, that's how many people should have listened to me. And I would just feel so much more inner peace and at ease in terms of my life and in terms of being at peace with myself without that story people should listen to me and my wisdom. And yeah, and then it's like all of a sudden I'm back in reality. I'm loving what is rather than worshiping some sort of belief I have in my mind about what is, because I'm so enamored of my wisdom and drunk on my wisdom that I actually get disconnected from what is. And what is so much better than my mind. You know, there's a saying in Pirkei, which is that he whose good deeds exceed his wisdom will continue. It's part of a longer teaching that basically when a person has wisdom but their good deeds are less than their wisdom, then it's like a tree that topples over, right? It's like it doesn't last, right? Because it's just wisdom without good deeds. But when your good deeds exceed your wisdom, when I'm able to love what is and be in reality more and be humble and be a student more than I'm trying to get people to listen to me and my wisdom, then I'm like a much happier human being. And so then what's the turnaround? Because it's the 4 questions in the turnaround. The turnaround is people shouldn't listen to my wisdom. Is that as true? And it's like, absolutely, man. In reality, people are not listening to me and my wisdom. They're not. People are not listening to me. And okay, God, I trust you. I trust you. Yeah, people shouldn't listen to me. I see it. That's definitely as true as people should listen to me. It's definitely as true. It's definitely as true, and in a lot of ways it's more true because I have so much to say and yet like so many people haven't listened to me, and that's actually reality. And I trust it. I trust you, God. I trust that you are creating me right now, and you are creating me in a reality in which a lot of people haven't listened to me. And you know, maybe actually people shouldn't listen to me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe what I think is wisdom is actually folly. Maybe I should actually listen more. Maybe I need to listen to other people. And in fact, that's another turnaround. So the first turnaround is people shouldn't listen to me, right? And that's definitely as true and more true. And then the second turnaround is I should listen to other people. It's like, wow, yeah, I have to learn from other human beings. Like, I should listen to other people. Wow, that's definitely as true and more true than people should listen to me. And then there's actually a third turnaround, which is that I should listen to myself. It's like, and I can think of 2 ways that's as true, that I should just start living whatever wisdom it is that I think everybody else should be listening to, that I myself should put into practice and implement, you know, this wisdom that I want everybody else to listen to, that I should listen to this wisdom. And I'm definitely not fully in integrity, so I can definitely work on that. And also I should listen to myself in the sense of, yeah, actually I should truly listen to myself. I should listen to myself. I should be tuned in with who I am. And I think if I was actually tuned in with who I am, I would be less concerned with whether or not other people are listening to me, because that's actually their business. So anyway, that's my thought process on this piece of work on people should listen to me and my wisdom. And yeah, it's one that I've been doing for years, and every time I do it, I still get something out of it. Peace and shalom.